Hi, I'm Michelle Stirling for Friends of Science Society. Ecojustice has launched a legal challenge to the Alberta Inquiry into foreign funding in the tar sands campaign. Ecojustice is a federally registered Canadian charity. A few years ago in 2012, we, Friends of Science Society, applied to become a charity. We were declined. Part of the reason for that was that the Canada Revenue Agency felt that our efforts to stimulate public debate on climate change were seen to be too political. They said that the Act and common law state that an organization established for a political purpose or engaging in more than incidental political activities cannot be registered as a charity. And they went on to say that this includes those who seek to retain, oppose, or change the law, policy, or decision of any level of government in Canada or a foreign country. How funny. Ecojustice, a charity, is always fiddling with the laws and government decisions in Canada. They help destroy the reputation of the NEB, leading to the creation of the No More Pipelines Bill C-69. They overturned the federal approval of Trans Mountain Pipeline. And though Ecojustice claims it does all of its work for free for its clients, in that case, one client was Living Oceans. According to a story in the Financial Post, U.S. IRS filings show that Living Oceans received at least $63,547 for litigation, reportedly stating in the IRS filing that the society worked with nonprofit lawyers at Ecojustice to intervene in the regulatory review of the Kinder Morgan Trans Mountain Pipeline and Tanker Project. So that sounds like foreign funding paying Ecojustice to change a law or decision of a level of government, something the Canadian Revenue Agency told us is outside the purview of a charity in Canada. Now, in our application to become a charity, we of course noted that our view on climate change is that human influence is small compared to the power of nature. The CRA pointed out that it's not charitable activity to promote a singular view, as this is political and not charitable activity. But Ecojustice clearly states in its own documents that it is promoting a singular view, using the pejorative term tar sands and claiming that it's acting on the climate crisis. Well, climate is not a local, measurable, tangible, or charitable activity, according to what we were told by the CRA. And in fact, Ecojustice statement of activity to the CRA is that 75% of their activity is general environment protection, recycling services. There's nothing about climate change. They're not acting within their stated mandate. How is this charitable activity? Another principle of a Canadian federally registered charity is that there must be a net benefit to the public. Otherwise, why are the public subsidizing the charity with tax dollars? So, according to Ecojustice's recent statement, they're supported by 19,000 individual donors and some family foundations here and abroad. That means that 19,000 donors and a handful of others have put more than 100,000 tax-paying oil and gas workers out of work by supporting a so-called charity that is acting in a political manner outside the stated objectives of its own organization. Ecojustice also claims that the oil sands are the most destructive project on the planet. In fact, Alberta is cleaning up nature's biggest oil spill that naturally runs right through the Athabasca River. And you can read all about that in the 1899 Treaty Diary of Charles Mair. Ecojustice claims that the oil sands are poisoning people downstream. But the Royal Society of Canada did not find such evidence. And in fact, they found the scientific papers making such claims to be rather suspicious, writing of one part, it's highly unusual to draw a scientific conclusion from a single sample. We think the Canada Revenue Agency should be consistent in its requirements. If Friends of Science Society, which advocates for open civil debate and full cost-benefit analysis of climate science and related energy projects, would be considered to be partisan and thus denied charitable status, then so should all of these so-called tar sands campaign charities. They should all be delisted as charities. Working people should never have to finance their own unemployment through these tax-subsidized economic saboteurs. And furthermore, the laws that have been changed by the activities of these groups have clearly been influenced by foreign money, and these charities were acting far outside their purview. Those laws, particularly the Bill C-48 tanker ban and Bill C-69 No More Pipelines law, should be repealed. And maybe all those tax dollars should go back into the tax pool, and Canadians can then go back to work. For Friends of Science Society, I'm Michelle Stirling.